shoes and out the door. 5, I'm alive. 6, 7, 8, feeling great. 9, gonna shine, life is good. I'm doing fine. 10, gonna do it right and do it again, yeah. I look into the sky with all the beautiful color, but there's more than just for me, so gonna share it with another. I got to show, to give, let out. I want to sing and shout. Take a look and see a beautiful morning.
Been in here and people are roaring with laughter, so.
It's a dirty show, though.
Well, it's clean dirt.
You have here the best
Thank
of the
you.
best.
Yes.
So we have many celebrities here. The Holly Madison come over here, and the Usher come over here many often, and the Paris Hilton come here.
Well, I'm dating myself, but it's okay. Nobody else will. Oh.
That's so Vegas.
It's pretty amazing when you consider that 7 years ago, we didn't have the treatments we have now. We cure 80% of children with cancer. If you think about that, I mean, go back 50 years, we were curing 20 to 30%. This is the miracle story of modern medicine. We understand what makes this cancer tick. And of course, without donors from around the world, this just couldn't happen. And there's one thing we're focused on here at St. Jude, and that's beating this thing.
Welcome back to That's So Vegas. We did not go away. I've been on a bit of a hiatus for those of you who have been following me on Facebook, and I thank you all, and other social media. You know that I have left WCOBM Network, which was a streaming internet, lovely platform, great people, but I wanted to expand. And in the process of expanding, I found myself in the famous Las Vegas Arts District, downtown Las Vegas. I'm so thrilled. We've taken a month off. As you can see, we have a new studio. This is a prop. Actually, no, this is my labradoodle, Trixie. She's been a mascot and helping us over the weekend and this past month cleaning. And for some reason, right before we started rolling, she came in and crawled on my lap. And she's so adorable. We just said we're going to keep her. So anyway, this is Trixie the labradoodle, and I have a very special guest here today, Jon Fondy. John's going to be telling you a bit about our association, which is interesting how it came about, because when I had made up my mind I was leaving the WCOBM network, and then an opportunity came to actually have my own studio and office suite. I'm so thankful for that. And all new equipment. At the same time, it's funny how life works, because all these opportunities literally have been flying at me, telling me I'm going in the right direction. And John, you contacted me.
I did.
You had seen my TV show, I guess, or my network show, That's So Vegas, and you emailed me via my sales manager, actually. And you were telling me about your exciting new venture, which is Jon Fondy has his own Vegas dedicated network. And I'm going to turn this over to you because you know more about the actions and how it's taken you to get there, because we're both building new studios too, right?
Well, that's correct.
Well, you've had your studio, but
Yes.
you're moving and we're all moving and shaking, John. So tell us about the new network.
Well, I'll kind of take the audience back a little bit. I produce live shows on the Strip as well, and you would come out on media night to basically do a review of the show, and that's how we had met.
Originally,
and then I continued to follow you through your emails and your posts and so on and so forth. And then because of your show, I took a look at the show and felt it would be really perfect for our network, which is the Las Vegas TV network. And it came into fruition when I started producing Las Vegas-centric shows, and I started collecting these shows. And there's other producers in town. I started contacting them and licensing their shows. And so right now we have a 24-hour network platform that we broadcast in the OTT world, which is Roku and Amazon and Google and Netflix and in that world, as well as multi-system cable operators all around the world. And so your show being all about Vegas.
That's So Vegas.
It was perfect, and you've had some great guests on the show.
Yes, I have.
And I really have to tell you, I love the new studio. You put a lot of work into it.
Yeah, we had quite a weekend this past week, and I'm surprised I could drag myself in. Today is Monday, but yeah, we've spent 5-6 hours a day here. You know, and getting the props, getting the furniture, getting the a little added incentive here. But it's been an interesting process and a learning process for me because I'm not the most techie person in the world. And what I liked when you approached me with your new network, being familiar with Roku, I have it in my home. I think a lot of people have it. And having been on an internet streaming network prior to this, it's so easy, for the viewer. You're uploading every Friday now, correct?
We upload new content every Friday. Part of our platform, not only with Roku but also with our Tiki Live program, is that we have to refresh that content. One, because viewers actually want to see fresh and new content. And I knew, Christine, that the Las Vegas TV network was going to be a hit, not so much because I'm such a great producer or director, but it was because Las Vegas is a universal language.
Yes, it is.
And I knew that I've produced good content of various shows. We've got Chet Buchanan hosts one of our shows, which is a behind-the-scenes stars type of a show, and we've got some local businesses here that believe it or not, we have our own hat factory here in Las Vegas.
Nice. I didn't know that.
Don't know about that, and of course, there's restaurants that we do stories about, and all of those shows make up for some really good, entertaining Las Vegas content. So people now can take a trip to Vegas when they want to by going to one of our platforms. And within the first 4 weeks, without any advertising, any marketing, not really letting anybody know what was going on, we had over 100,000 viewers watch the show.
I saw your stats. I was amazed.
And 34 countries, and so we really knew that we had a hit on our hands. And now China has approached us to basically license the channel, and so whenever I see good Las Vegas content, and your content was just that, we try to bring everybody in. So it's a great platform for Las Vegas producers for us to broadcast their programming, because there's still a lot of programming, and it could be even older programming. It still is ageless, like us.
Right. Thank you. Yes, I will drink to that. A little coffee here for you. That brings to mind, too, what I liked about it when you approached me, and I went on my own TV and went to Roku, and you go to streaming, and then new shows, scroll down, and there it is. It's the Las Vegas Network TV. In essence, that So Vegas then becomes a channel on the network, for those of you who aren't as savvy as most. And also, you have the technology and the capability where we're going to start uploading my show, so we'll have some content. We're actually going to be shooting 3 separate episodes here every Monday. People can rewind, fast forward, right? Pause. Sure.
Basically, you'll go to the network, and there'll be different show categories in there, and that's So Vegas will be a category. So you can watch a show, and if it's a show that you've already seen, you can fast forward through that show and go right on to the next show. Can't fast forward through the commercials, though.
No, we don't want that, because we like our sponsors. Definitely. And speaking of sponsors, I have to give my big shout out, because the Red Roof Inn, this Fountain of Faith is still my sponsor. They're helping to keep me active here in the studio. So, and that's interesting, because in the old studio, I would always, at the end of a segment, say, oh yeah, it's the Red Roof Inn across from the Hard Rock Cafe on Paradise. Well, the Hard Rock Cafe, I don't know if you knew this, is being taken away.
No, I didn't. I did not know that.
I'm not sure what the plans are to replace whatever is there, but apparently the Hard Rock Hotel itself and the casino that's where their focus for the property is. But I do have a kind of fun little Hard Rock Cafe story.
Do share.
I must. I don't know if you're familiar with Randall Kleiser.
I'm not.
The director in Hollywood. Well, now he's in Turkey. Randall, he directed White Fang, which was one of my favorite movies about the wolves. He also directed Grease.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, yes, he did. And several other, he's done a number of things, documentaries and things of that nature. Well, he was doing Honey, I Blew Up the Baby, filming it at the Hard Rock. And my husband at the time, because Randall and my ex had gone to university together in LA, So we were on the set at midnight, and then they had the scene where all the people are pouring out and tripping and falling down the stairs because the baby was in the. And Randall said, "Why don't you could be an extra? You can get up there and run down the stairs with all those people." And I declined because I just had a vision of me being trampled.
Sure.
You know. So anyway, that was my little story about the Hard Rock, and I'm going to miss it. I'm going to have to figure out a different way to tag my sponsor here. We're going to take a little break. We have to give a little shout out to our other sponsor. We'll talk about that when we come back. And John, you're staying with us, aren't you?
I have nowhere to go.
Okay, and we'll be back in a moment.